42nd question will start. With reference to ancient India, consider the following. They themselves are mentioning from which chapter it is coming or which model we have to refer ancient India. So, the concept of stupa is of Buddhist origin. So, it's a fact. It's from Buddhism, ancient India. So, when you study about Buddhist or Buddhism, you talk about Dhamma, Buddha, Sangha, right? But origin is a fact from where it got originated. They are talking about stupa. Stupa is kind of mound, right? It was not Buddhist origin. If it was Buddhist origin, you would have somewhere read like Buddha or someone they invented like that. Did you read about it somewhere like that? I didn't read. And it is of ancient origin, not Buddhist origin. It's a fact. You should be able to figure out which is fact, which is not fact. This is one kind of question, figuring out whether it is a fact or a general statement. So it's a fact. So this is wrong. Stupa was generally a repository of relics. Actually, yes, it's a repository of relics. Stupa was a votive and commemorative structure in Buddhist tradition. Yes, it's a commemorative structure in Buddhist tradition and it is a general statement. With that, I'll go with only 2. Next, we have 43rd question. With reference to ancient South India, Korkai, Pompuhar and Mussoorie or Muchuri were known as capital cities, port, centers of iron and steel making, shrines of Jain Tirthankaras. So here we have 4 options. This is from ancient history. In ancient history, we have certain mapping points of India. Maybe I'll slowly start the series where you have to learn port cities and yesterday we have seen about Danya Kataka place. Those kind of places and all we'll be marking and learning. Under that it will come. Actually, Korkai, Pompohar, Mussoorie are port cities of Chera, Chola and Pandya. You know, right? So that with that it will be port city. Capital if it is coming, it should be Madurai. Thundi is also port city. Then you should be having Pompuhar. Later they have taken Uriyur is the capital city of Cholas. Okay, you don't need to confuse. Centers of iron steel making, no. Jain Tirthankaras, no. It was, if you are getting confused, it will be between these two because you would have read about it. It's under ancient city, Sangam period you will study. That's all for today. Yeah, one more question we'll take and wind up. Which one of the following explains the practice of Vattakiruttal as mentioned in Sangam period or poems? So they're talking about Sangam poems and practice. So they didn't ask directly Vattakiruttal is. That means they are kind of giving some clue here. They're saying it's a practice. It's a practice which is Vattakiruttal was mentioned. It is mentioned even in Sangam poems. Okay. It is belong to Sangam poems and it's a practice. What is that practice? First, A. Kings employing women bodyguards. So it's a practice. Is it? Land persons assembling in royal courts to discuss religious and philosophical matter. What is it called? Young girls keeping watch over agricultural fields and driving away birds and animals. Okay. Option D. A king defeated in a battle committing ritual suicide by starving himself to death. Now if you see, in history lot of things are there. Unique things is what UPSC or any other exam will ask. So kings employing women bodyguards. Is it such unique? And if it is unique, why didn't you study in Sangam period? Because woman is a bodyguard, right? You would have studied. You didn't study. And moreover, what Sangam poem talk about? It talk about Arasars and Puram, about king and also society. So mostly they are talking about king here. If you see it, again king is doing something, that is what is related actually. There are two options which is talking about a king practice. One is women or committing suicide. Which is more catching here? Committing suicide is more catching. So with that you can go option D, or else you will be reading it under ancient history Sangam period. So that's all for today.